Ahava blessings. Welcome to this video. My name is Aurea. I am an ordained Magdalene priestess, Reiki master, energy and sound alchemist. And in this video, I am going to share a beautiful movement meditation, a celestial communication for the biblical Hebrew prayer called the Kadosh. Kadosh means to be holy, to consecrate. And it's a very beautiful meditation for divine union. I shared this after I had a couple of workshops in Ireland. I think it was a couple of years ago. And it was a really beautiful prayer to share. This prayer allows us to open our heart. It allows us to unite masculine and feminine, inner and outer, unite the brain hemispheres as well, because when we're uniting with the heart, we're basically uniting all parts of ourselves. And more importantly, especially since today is a Shabbat, today is a sacred day where we commune, where we allow the divine feminine presence, our soul, to come into, return into our hearts, into our lives. Today is a beautiful day to share this because of everything that's happening in the world, as a reminder that it is up to you to choose your frequency. It is up to you to not choose to be in anger, to be in betrayal, to be in guilt, to be in shame, to be in whatever. Your energy is the currency of the moment. And if your energy is distracted, if your energy is convoluted, if your energy is being siphoned and taken from you, that is something that we allow. We allow it. So now is the time to come back, to remember your sovereignty, remember your power, remember you are infinite. You are far beyond what is happening in this physical world. You're far beyond what is happening in your own life. Your past, your mistakes, quote unquote, they don't define you. And this prayer and this movement meditation, I'm going to share the movements with you. The movements are very simple. We start with the prayer mudra in the heart. I know that this seems religious, but this mudra actually is far, far more ancient, and it's used across cultures, across civilizations. What we're doing when we place our hands together is we are uniting. We are coming back to our center, and we are, in essence, choosing to align with the divine part of ourselves, with our soul. Unifying body and soul, mind and spirit, masculine, feminine, inner, outer, all of the above. Okay? Hands in prayer. And then we open our hands with our thumbs out and our fingers together. But our palms are, our pinkies, that part of our hand is together in this mudra. So from prayer, we open ourselves up to receive and to give. From our hands in prayer, Kadosh, Kadosh, Adonai, Sabakadosh, Kadosh, 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 Adonai, Sabaoth. I have to remember with the song playing. So, Kadosh, Kadosh, Adonai, Sabaoth. Hands out to the third eye, back out, and back to prayer. Okay? That's the first movement. Kadosh, Kadosh, Adonai, Sabaoth. In the next movement, we open the heart. So we make this, from prayer, we make this circle around our heart. Shekinah. And when we get to this point, so when our hands are here, we bring our hands to this mudra. So our thumb is placed on top of the ring and the pinky on both hands. And our pointer and our middle finger are together and extended. Shekinah. And in this point, we bring our hands Shekinah. Okay? Shekinah. And then we do another circle. And then another one up above us. So one circle, then another circle, and then a third one over the arc line. So this movement, we're opening the heart, then we're again opening the heart, and this is a very powerful mudra because this is the mudra that Yeshua has in many of his paintings. What we're doing is we are uniting the index and the middle finger. So this is really about destiny and about our alignment, because this is the Jupiter finger, the pointer. So we are really aligning with our destiny, with what we have to do, because the middle finger is Saturn. And I know that, it's a cultural thing where we like to flip people off, but what's interesting is when you're actually doing that, what you're really doing is, and this is a tangent, I know, but it must be coming through for a reason. What you're really doing is you're telling people, go do what you're here to do. So, Shekinah, I can't believe that's just what came through right now, but we're just going to go with it. Shekinah. So, Shekinah. Final move is Shekinah. Again, consecrating the third eye. You'll notice that we come back to the third eye several times during this movement meditation. We are activating the third eye. We are looking to open our true sight, opening the heart, aligning ourselves with our mission, with our purpose, activating the arc line, bringing it back to the inner vision, to the vision that we have for our lives, for ourselves, that has absolutely nothing to do with your ego, because your third eye has to do with your soul. It has to do with the divine, the higher celestial realms. So we want that energy of bringing that alignment to our vision, to our intuition. And then the next one goes Adonai, Adonai, hands in your heart. Adonai, so from the third eye up, and we look up to the right, back to the third eye, heart. Third eye with the left arm, up, left, back, okay? And then there's a part where we talk about, where the prayer says, Yeshua Mariam. The reason that we are calling upon these two ascended masters, these two light beings, these two holy teachers, goes far beyond religion, because their religion was really mysticism. Their religion was truth and being of the earth and knowing that you are love and that you are always connected to the divine. That was their religion. So there's a part where we are uniting the divine union template of Yeshua and Mariam in our hearts. So we're going Yeshua, Mariam. And then we're also doing this mudra. And it'll all come together when I play the music. Then we're going up, and then we're placing our hands in the open lotus mudra above our heads, bringing it behind us, and in a prayer mudra behind us, and then placing our hands over our chest, but the right arm first, over the left, and then we go do that again, and the left. And then I think there's one more mudra, and we're placing our fingers interlaced together with our thumbs out over the high heart. The high heart is above your heart chakra, so it's between your neck and your chest, the center of your chest. And then we're going to hold this for a bit. So let's do this together. This movement may feel a little complicated and weird at first, and that's okay. Just go with it. Do your best to do the movements. You'll notice that it'll flow after a few moments, a few times doing this, it'll begin to flow. And just feel into the rhythm of the chant. Feel into the rhythm of the deep prayer, because when we do movement meditations, we are creating a mandala around our energy field. We are sealing our energy field with the frequency of consecration, of holiness, with the frequency of divine union, with the frequency in terms of this movement meditation, with the frequency of aligning with your soul, bringing down your soul, activating your heart, activating your inner wisdom, your inner knowing, and truly fusing all of those parts in your body, in your being. Oh, one more thing. At the end, we go like this, and this is the book of life, your soul contract. And we place our hands with the thumbs out. The symbolism of the thumbs out is the thumb symbolizes the ego. The ego is only necessary when we are trying to actually keep ourselves safe, keep ourselves small, keep ourselves doing the same thing. If we are attempting to elevate ourselves, elevate our lives, ascend, really embody a different level of consciousness, at that point, the ego is only going to be a hindrance. So in this movement meditation, when we are putting our thumbs away from the fingers, what we are saying is we are not allowing ourselves to be ruled by the ego. We are allowing ourselves to be ruled by our soul, by the contract that we made in the heavenly realms before we incarnated. The final part is we go Kadosh, Kadosh, Adonai, Sabaoth, and we're placing, again, the top fingers over the third eye, but we're covering this top part of our face and covering our eyes. And it is said that the book of life, our soul contract, is written on the palms of our hands. So when we are bringing, at the end of this movement meditation, our palms to our face, covering our eyes, what we are doing is we're actually asking, allow me to see what it is that I need to do. Allow me to remember and restore myself to the integrity of my soul contract. Okay? Let's do this together. The song that we will use for this movement meditation is a song by my beautiful teacher, Aurea, and my wonderful friend as well. And it is the Kadosh, Kadosh. I will link that below so that you have that as well. Let's get into it. Kadosh, Kadosh, Adonai Sabaoth. 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 Adonai Sabaoth. Kadosh, Kadosh, Adonai Sabaoth. Kadosh, Kadosh, Adonai Sabaoth. Shehinah, 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 Shehinah. Adonai, 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 Adonai. Yod He Vav He, Yod He Vav He. Mariam Yeshua, Mariam Yeshua, Mariam Yeshua, Mariam Yeshua, Mariam Yeshua, Mariam Yeshua. Kadosh, Kadosh, Sabaoth. Kadosh, Kadosh, Adonai Sabaoth. Kadosh, Kadosh, Adonai Sabaoth. Adonai Sabaoth. Shekinah, Shekinah, Adonai, 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 Yod Heh Vav Heh, Yod Heh Vav Heh, Mariam Yeshua, Mariam Yeshua, Mariam Yeshua, Mariam Yeshua, Mariam Yeshua, Mariam Yeshua, 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 Mariam, 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 Mariam. Kadosh, Kadosh, Adonai Sabaoth. Kadosh, Kadosh, Adonai Sabaoth. Kadosh, Kadosh, Adonai Sabaoth. Kadosh, Kadosh, Adonai Sabaoth. Adonai Sabaoth. Kadosh, Kadosh, Adonai Sabaoth. Kadosh, Kadosh, Adonai Sabaoth. Shekinah, Shekinah, Adonai, 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 Yod Heh Vav Heh, Mariam Yeshua, Yeshua, Mariam Yeshua, Mariam Yeshua, Mariam Yeshua, Yeshua, Mariam, Yeshua, Mariam, Adonai, 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 Kadosh, hands out and palms up. Kadosh, 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 Adonai Sabaoth. And remain in this mudra. Let's remain in this mudra, taking a deep breath just for a little bit. Let me play these bowls for us, just for a little bit. Allowing yourself to unite with your soul. To see what you came here to deliver. Take a deep inhale, holding the breath, and exhale. This is a really beautiful movement meditation that I do often. I've done this many times. It's one of the movement meditations that I routinely return to again and again when I feel that I need to come back into union with my soul, that I need to come back into remembrance, that I need to come back into the remembrance and the knowing that my life, my incarnation, all of life is holy and sacred. Enjoy this movement meditation. Let me know how you feel it in the comments, of course. And if you want to hear more about Mariam Magdalita, also known as Mary Magdalene, I will be sharing a chat, a little lecture at the Conscious Life Expo on the 21st. All of that is linked below, of February. So if you happen to be in Los Angeles, in the LAX, Los Angeles airport area, do come and check it out. All of that is linked below if that is something that calls and speaks to you. Have a blessed day, a beautiful Shabbat, a wonderful Friday. It's also the day of the goddess, which is why it's a Shabbat. And it's a sacred day for us to commune with our soul. Ahava.